Hey everyone, and welcome to this complete noobs guide as to what is Dota 2's International Tournament, otherwise known as TI10. TI10 is the culmination of the Dota Pro Circuit League, otherwise known as DPC, where basically you have the best teams from across the world that have qualified through a season-long event, through regionals, through qualifiers, to get to the International, the granddaddy of all tournaments with Dota 2, and one of the largest esports events in the world, with a prize pool of $40 million, of which the community has contributed to that prize pool through their contributions through the battle pass and whatnot. So this is a community funded event, which is absolutely extraordinary. And I'm going to teach you how to get started. And the reason I'm doing this is because my channel tends to cater to a lot of newer players. You know, I'm one of the first kind of entry points into Dota 2 for a lot of people. And came to my surprise when over 30% of people in a community poll told me they'd never heard of TI before, and it's a Dota channel. So that gives you an idea of how fast Dota is growing and how many new people are watching during the TI season. So if you're new to Dota, welcome. And if you're not new to Dota and you're just confused, then welcome too. Regardless of that, let's get through some of the nitty-gritty here. So the first thing I want to talk about is where to actually watch it, okay? The nice thing is you can do everything in the client, okay? And I'm going to show you everything in the client, but I'm also going to link a website down below that has a lot of great functionality. So you can actually watch the game right here in the client, in the Dota 2 game itself. You have the schedule, which as a recording hasn't been announced yet. You have the standings for both the main event and the group stage, which of course has not been announced yet. You get to watch everything right here. But the nice thing about the website is it provides you with a localized times, because remember, it's being done in Romania, so that's local time. So if you're in the United States, that's like the middle of the night for you. So just bear that in mind. But let's say you miss the games because, well, they start at like 2 in the morning in the United States. You can actually set a spoiler mode on the website, which will actually prevent you from seeing the scores and who won in advance. So you can kind of enjoy it at your own pace, which is kind of beneficial. Okay, so that'll be linked down below. Now, there's a ton of ways to engage with TI other than just watching. Don't get me wrong, watching it's like the best part, but the Compendium is free for all players. Whether you have just started Dota for the first time today, right now, and this is the first video you've ever watched, or you've been playing for 20 years, you know, Compendium is free for all. And there's a couple things that are fantastic about the Compendium. First of all, you get to earn treasure. Who does not want to earn treasure? And these are limited time treasures that you can buy later, or sell if you want to. But essentially, you have a whole bunch of kind of gold themed treasures. This is for Dazzle here. It looks pretty snazzy. We got an Earthshaker one, CM one's a little lazy, but you know, what are you gonna do? The Clinks one's pretty awesome. I really like this Legion Commander one. You got all these skins, and you earn them by basically leveling up the free battle pass. And that is done right here via the Compendium, which is of course free, and you get participation points. Have you voted on the short film? You gotta watch these short films; they're fantastic. Okay, click this and you can vote on them. You know, did you fill out the tournament predictions, which we'll talk about in a second? Have you completed you know, the player card teams? Did you fill out your bracket? Did you purchase autographs? We'll talk about all these things and what they do. But you also, you know, you can draft fantasy teams. You do tournament predictions both in-game and client. And you can also use Twitch TV. So that's pretty cool. And you can be a team supporter where you buy a supporter pack where basically when they win, you get points. And you level up your battle pass. You unlock, you know, loading screens and more treasures each time, which can randomly roll into those skins. Now let's talk about each individual thing you can do right here. So talent, this is a lot of fun. So basically, let's say, you know, you have you know, a favorite community member or content creator, like, you know, everyone loves Jenkins.
Absolutely not what I expected.
So what you can do is you can actually buy an autograph that you can kind of attach to items that you have in game. Now, most people, what they want to do is if you buy a stack of 5, which for just about $6 Canadian, what you can do is you actually get the voice line, which you can spam in game until the next International 2022. You can do this for any number. Like this one's getting a lot of work. So you'd have to, once again, if you want that amazing voice line, you'd buy 5 levels here, and you'd get access to it until the International 20. And the amazing thing about this is that each purchase goes towards the talent. So they are, you know, getting some contributions from the community. You have Russian talent, you have Chinese talent, Portuguese and Spanish. They're all here. So, you know, kind of find your favorite personality from Dota, and you can support them directly while having some fun voice lines to boot. From there, we're going to get into the more complicated thing, and that's player cards. Now, you can buy player cards. Half of the value goes towards the team. You don't necessarily need to buy the player cards. Remember, these kind of disappear at the end of the Dota season. Sorry, not the DPC, the TI10 season. So don't invest too much money in this unless you really want to support the team. But if you really want to support the team, you should probably buy the supporter pack. The reason for this is because every time you get a win during the Compendium, you get 1 free pack per day. So for the first win you get on in any given day during the Compendium, you get 1 free full pack, which will help you fill out your your stash of cards. And what are you going to do with these cards, Alex? What are you going to do with these cards? Well, you're going to draft fantasy lineups. That's right, there's fantasy Dota, baby. We're going to be doing separate videos about this later. But basically, fantasy Dota is just like fantasy football, fantasy hockey, fantasy baseball, or whatever it is you might play. Basically, the way it works, if you want to find out more information, you click here. Here are the rules. Here's the scoring, right? And you pick players that you think are going to perform, and each individual card has some stats on it. So if you have, like, these are all gold cards. If you don't have all gold cards, for instance, right, you might have, different types of stats. So, for instance, this is a core player that gets 20% bonus to the points for kills. That's pretty awesome, right? Because you want core players to get lots of kills, right? And basically what you can do is you're gonna make a little team every single day. It locks in, and you can do them in advance as well. And then what happens is the points are accumulated, and then you get additional points for your Compendium based on how well you do compared to everyone else participating, right? And the better you do, the more points you get, and the more unlocks you get as well. So that is truly fantastic and a lot of fun, and we'll do a video about that later on. You also have to do tournament predictions. Now, I did do a full video on this that I'll link at the end of this one, and what this basically does is I did all the in-depth research to help give you the greatest opportunity to win here. But basically, you're going to pick who do you think is the most picked hero, who do you think is going to get banned the most, who's going to have the highest win rate, who's going to have the highest kill average, which teams are going to win, who's going to have the most kills, which players are going to do the best, and finally, stats about the tournament. How many heroes are going to get banned? How many heroes are going to get picked? How long are the games going to be? It's all just fun guessing, right? No one has a magical kind of black ball and what's crystal ball that they can look into and find out, but it's all ways to earn more points and earn more treasure, okay? Then finally, you have the bracket predictions. This happens when you get a 24-hour period once the group stage ends, and then you have the you have the bracket set, and you get to choose who you think is going to win, where they're going to go, and the more you get right, the more points you achieve. So honestly, it's a whole lot of fun, and I want to be very clear as well, there's other ways to earn Compendium points as well. While you are watching the game, both in client and in Twitch TV, you can do predictions on the fly, which will get you additional points, and you can also join a team supporters club where, my guys, 4 Zoomers didn't quite make it, but let's say you think that Alliance is going to win a ton of games. You can actually purchase an Alliance supporter pack, and every time they win, you are going to get additional points. You also get, depending on which one you get some Voicelines, you get some sprays, and of course 50% of the sales go directly to the team to support the esport that we all love, and you get some free packs. You get, they're not free, you're paying for them, but you get packs too. You get packs. Anyways, guys, that more or less sums it up. I really do think that TI is really the best time to start playing. If you're brand new to the game, linked in the description are all my tutorial videos, my Dota 2 Beginner's Guide series, and honestly, this game's absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the games that you can play for the rest of your life. It's really that engaging, and I really hope you enjoy your time here at TI10. Thank you so much for watching, and a very special thank you to all of our wonderful subscribers. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.